The building is a 1700s property, probably built with materials very, very close to the build itself. So in a sense, it's a vernacular building. So it's a solid masonry construction built with lime, two skins, an inner and an outer skin with through stones at every maybe 3 or 4 feet to tie the whole thing together. The property was very damp, it was very cold, and it was very mouldy, concrete floors, and the brief from the client was to bring the property into the 21st century, but using breathable material, and basically try and get it warm and dry. So one of the first jobs we had to do was to strip the plaster off the walls, take it right back to the stonework, take the floors out. So they were old, the concrete floors, and they were a problem in themselves. You get damp building up underneath, it then forces it to the walls, and then you start seeing rising damp. So the system we use is a limecrete floor. So we've got the floor makeup consists of geocell foam glass, which is a recycled glass heated to a high temperature. That's built up in layers up to 200 to 250 mil thick. On top of that, we lay our underfloor heating system, and then on top of that, we've got our limecrete floor, which is approximately 100 millimeters thick. And then from there, you can lay either a tile floor or timber, whatever you want to put on there. The heating system is an air source heat pump. We find that underfloor heating systems work very well with air source heat pumps, and older properties, they do tend to work very well, particularly when you're trying to get embodied heat within your property. Once the original plaster, the lime plaster, was removed, the walls are stabilised with a hot lime mix and basically what we call galleted. So that's just basically consolidating the internal face of the wall with little pinning stones and then flushed out. And then once that's achieved, there's various different options you can use on a masonry wall to up-spec the insulation and still keep it breathable. But the client chose, which is my favourite actually, is a hemp-lime mix. So that consists of hemp-lime mixed with perlite and a hot lime. And that's built up in 25 millimeter layers, 2 layers of the coarse hemp to build it out to the 50 mil thickness, and then a final coat of the finer hemp of approximately 10 millimeters, and that's your finish. So you get a really nice, tactile finish, and it's it's fully breathable, and you get your embodied heat in your walls, which is extremely important. So the embodied heat element of a wall is, once you get that heat build up through the course of the heating system being on, it stays in the property for an element of time, so you don't get that same fluctuation in your room temperature the same as you would with a reflected heat.